This is a great statement from video 1. Let's get into it. So the comment basically says when the sun is in its outermost circuit in lane 1, that it would have to go really fast to make it around in 24 hours. Well, that's exactly what it does in the heliocentric model. Here, let me show you. According to research, there are 7 factors we need to consider when understanding this concept. So it's time to account for the speed of each element. So here we have the Milky Way that contains our solar system, and it will be the 7th concept. But we'll talk about that in a moment. And this is how fast the sun orbits in and around the Milky Way. And here's the speed of the solar system. Yes, you can have something spinning faster on the inside than what's moving on the outside. Earth's orbit around the sun, the speed of the moon around the Earth, Earth's rotational speed, in the geocentric model, the sun's rotation around the Earth, and last but not least, all of this is happening inside the Milky Way, which is also speeding through space. Oh, and to note, we only live in one of these arms. Okay, but let's break this down further because we still need to account for how something has to circuit faster. Like in our outer lane 1 example. Okay, bear with me on my little diagram, but here is the miles per hour that the sun flies through space. Here's the miles per hour that the solar system circuits around the sun. What we don't know is the velocity. How fast is the solar system going to keep up with the sun? But here's where the statement matters. This is how fast the Earth spins around the sun. And here's how fast the moon circuits the sun. Now here's the problem with this. In order for the moon to stay ahead as it's cutting off the Earth, it would have to go faster than this. And also when it comes around the rear side, now don't forget the Earth is projecting through space, it would have to timely speed up so it doesn't get left behind. So there's constant speed up, round and round. Now I find it interesting that we always talk about the other speeds, but we don't account for those. And we also don't account for in air travel. The plane would have to go faster going west. And let's not even get into what it would take to land. Now here's how God's model works. The sun works inside out with longer days equaling a slower circuit. And as it moves out to portal 1, which creates a longer route, this is where the windows will come into play. But we don't have time for that, so we'll talk about it in part 2. And the lower portal numbers is how we differentiate the north from the south, which create opposite seasons. And it's just that simple, no complex choreography, just a simple, smooth track around the Earth.
If we went to the moon, then why aren't there any stars in this picture? If you look up to the sky at night, you see stars, right? Then why did the stars disappear in this picture?
Now I know we all know who this guy is, right? Bill Nye the Science Guy? Like there is no way y'all don't remember who Bill Nye is. Remember being in science class, the lights would turn off and this would play? Who remembers that time he slipped up and told us that we can't leave the Earth?
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
Now he knew exactly why we can't. Come on, guys. Now this is the man who invented NASA, is Werner von Braun. Now this is his tombstone with the Bible verse, Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Now he already knew we can't leave the Earth, hence why he put a Bible verse talking about the firmament. It's time for y'all to wake up.
Which side are you on? Flat Earth or globe Earth? Psst, for everyone that believes in flat Earth, you're not crazy. People before us believed in it, and people after us will continue to believe in it. These are all books before we were born proving that the Earth is flat. 1881, 1885, 1900. This was also published in the 1900s. 1901, 1906, 1909, 1914, 1915, 1919, and finally 1922. That's not even all the books, you guys. So yeah, we picked the right side.
If they could go to space, they wouldn't need to build bunkers. Don't get high on CGI.
Y'all have to see this. Watch this. Why is nobody talking about Osaka, Japan to Munich, Germany? Watch this flight. This is going from Japan all the way to Germany. Look at the flight pattern, y'all. Look at this. Now, why is that important? Because on a flat Earth map, it is a completely direct flight from Japan to Germany. Completely flat, straight. However, on the flight pattern, it is doing all the way above Greenland and then coming way back down. This is absolute proof that the Earth is flat. Watch this. Y'all, this flight path makes absolutely zero sense. However, it makes complete sense on the flat Earth map. Look at the nonsense. Why would this not go from here to here? Why would it go all the way up here? However, like I said, it's a straight line. Completely straight line on a flat Earth map. Japan, Germany.
Do you know that the star Polaris is fixed in the night sky? How is that possible if we are doing these things? Alexa, how fast does the Earth rotate?
The Earth rotates once in about 24 hours with respect to the Sun. Its rotation speed at the equator is just over 1,000 miles per hour.
Alexa, how fast is the Earth's speed around the Sun?
Earth travels around the Sun at a speed of approximately 107,000 kilometers per hour, or 67,000 miles per hour.
Alexa, how fast is our solar system traveling through the galaxy?
The solar system is moving at a speed of 720,000 kilometers per hour, 450,000 miles per hour, which is 7 times faster than Earth's orbit around the Sun and over 1,735 times the speed of the fastest car on Earth.
Alexa, how fast is the galaxy traveling through the universe?
The Milky Way galaxy is traveling through the universe at a speed of approximately 2.2 million kilometers per hour relative to the cosmic background radiation.
So guys, it's rotating 1,000 miles per hour while traveling 67,000 miles per hour while hurling through the universe at 400,000 miles per hour and 2 million miles per hour. Yet the star Polaris never moves. It sits right here every day, every month, every week, every hour, every year, same spot. Now, trolls, globe trolls, will try to say, well, it's because it's the north, it's aligned with our pole. But guess what? The only way that could ever be possible is if you were living right here on the top of the earth as it is spinning, and that only accounts for the spin of the earth. It doesn't account for all this and this and this and this. Your senses and your logic have been hijacked from you, and I am simply trying to give them back. The Earth is immovable. Polaris doesn't move. It is not explainable with any other reason or logic other than the Earth is fixed and immovable. Hope you learned something.
NASA and all the other space agencies that are in on this and the world governments as a whole, what is the purpose here? Like, I understand that.
Good question.
There's lies going on, and we know that the government lies. It happens all the time. But what specifically about this lie is helping them to either control us or to hide something? What are they hiding?
Hiding free energy, hiding more land, hiding God, hiding more resources, hiding your true divinity, hiding a lot of things.
The new art installation. What is the artist trying to tell everyone?
I'm going to tell you what that artist is trying to tell you in Denver, Colorado by making that display or that art. He is trying to once again tell us that the earth is flat. It's flat. I believe we are going into a different timeline where they are now trying to take the false information about a globe earth and slowly insert the truth about flat earth. Let's dig into it. We have scriptures. After this I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of earth holding back the 4 winds. 4 winds, 4 corners. How about this verse? He sits enthroned above the circle of the earth. Not a sphere, A circle. What is a circle? A disc is a circle. If you draw a circle on a piece of paper, that is a circle. A circle is a two-dimensional. A sphere is a three-dimensional. And it talks here. He stretches out the heavens like a canopy. What is a canopy? A cover. A dome is a cover. The firmament is a cover. He will raise a banner of the nations and gather the exiles of Israel. He will assemble the scattered people of Judah from four quarters of the earth. A sphere has no quarters. A circle has quarters. A flat earth has quarters. The north quarter, the south quarter, the east quarter, the west quarter. The four winds, north wind, south wind, east wind, west winds. Get the picture yet? Tremble before him, all the earth. The world is firmly established. It cannot be moved. It can't be moved. So anybody who believes that our earth is supposedly, our sphere earth, is flying through space at 60,000 miles an hour, and the moon and the stars and the sun all revolve around us, that's all false. I found this article through The Atlantic. Library of Congress receives rare map depicting Earth as flat. This was published June 22nd of 2011. Here's the rest of the article. The interesting thing about the map is it was created 120 years ago by Orlando Ferguson, then the practicing physician in Hot Springs. This is more than 500 years after, get it here, most educated people gave up on the idea of the Earth as flat and accepted the spherical viewpoint. They accepted it. Not because they didn't believe it, but because they were indoctrinated and lied to and told that the earth was a sphere and not a flat plane. Let's look at that 500 years ago. Here we go with the 500 years. The library or the Bible says that the flat earth theory, although the theory of earth being flat is not directly spoken, but some verses directly or describe potential shape of our planet. One verse mentions the four corners of earth, and it could be interpreted as a flat earth belief, but this theory was proven wrong by the church 500 years ago. But before 500 years ago, before the church says that it was disproven, 500 years ago, most educated people believed the earth was flat. But they had to accept the spherical viewpoint. I say this a lot. Hollywood indoctrinates people. They lie to people. They take the truth and they insert it into their movies. The elites tell you the truth. Songwriters tell you the truth about flat earth. The Simpsons tell you the truth about flat earth. They talk about the dome. Hillary Clinton in 2016 talked about shattering the glass ceiling. How about the Simpsons and the dome over the city? How about the Simpsons playing baseball and hitting the ball so hard that it shattered the glass ceiling and the waters of the firmament flooded the baseball field? Remember that? They tell us through it. Red Hot Chili Peppers wrote this song in 1999. They were literally telling you that NASA is a lie. In their song, one of the verses is, "Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement." They're telling you the truth. We've never landed on the moon. We've never even been to space. If the firmament is false information and the flat earth is a theory and false information and a conspiracy theory, then explain to me why the Library of Congress holds such information. If this is all fake, I believe this book was written in 1902, I believe. Why does the Library of Congress hold this book in their records, The Waters Above the Firmament? Why do they hold this book? If the earth is truly a globe and not a flat earth, why does the Library of Congress hold this book, also written in 1868, I believe? 100 proofs that the earth is not a globe. Why do they hold these books if it's not true? Tell me that, people. Why? This map was recorded into the Library of Congress November 1st, 1920. The new correct map of flat surface stationary Earth. If it's not true, why does our government, the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., have this in their records, in the map section? Explain that to me. Why, if it's not true? Why do they hold this article, written in 1868, also, where it clearly says, the theory of a round and floating Earth is false, and you should not believe in it. Read the whole thing. Pause and read it. If it's not true, why do they hold this article in the Library of Congress? And this person, which this article was published by Boston, Massachusetts in 1868, talks about this map that was recorded November 1st, 1920, into the Library of Congress, a government entity that receives $1 billion a year in taxpayer money. So they're using our money to try to lie to us, but at the same time they hold records of the truth. Trademark also knows the Earth is flat. If it was a sphere, then why didn't they release an emblem of a sphere or a round globe into their video game Call of Duty 4? Why did they choose to release this emblem into their video game? Explain that to me. Oh, it gets better. Let's go to Men in Black, a movie that was created in 1997. Listen closely to what they say in the movie.
Not as many as you'd think. Humans, for the most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one.
They don't have a clue. They don't want one. They think they have a bead on things.
Want or need one either. They're happy. They think they have a good bead on things.
Well, why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
Dumb, panicky, and dangerous animals. This is why they're hiding the truth from us, because if they told us the truth, people would freak out.
1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat, and 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet.
Did you hear what he said? 1,500 years ago, people knew that the universe was the center, or the world was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, people knew the Earth was flat. There's that 500 years ago. They tell us in the fucking movies. Most educated people 500 years ago believed that the Earth was flat, but were accepted to believe, or had to accept, the spherical viewpoint. They were lied to. Everybody's been lied to. They tell us the truth through movies, people. The Earth is flat. And if people found out, they would panic. They would freak out. And then they would realize that the government has been lying to us. That's why they slowly release it. But they laugh in your face, because when they release it through an entity that you know is just entertainment. They brainwashed you, people.
Don't waste any more time. Visit the links above now and order my book 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth. Visit my online store now and order the new enhanced Gleason's Flat Earth map. This map used to be in every school and library in the nation before NASA was created in 1958, when the maps were ordered removed. Have your Gleason's map hanging on the wall in your house where no government can take it down. Here you see it hanging on a wall in the house of the late Charles K. Johnson. Here is a quote from the book 1984 by George Orwell. Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Order your map now.